Maria Bartholdi here with Connected Company's Jérémy Dezani here to go through your first draft of this Pro Tour. And I just want to know, we're a more mature format here at this Pro Tour. How many drafts did you have going into this format?
Oh, I got a million drafts because I played 2 GP already. So I prepared the Ixalan Limited for these two events already. So yeah, I guess maybe 100 draft or something. Magic Online
100?
in real life. Maybe, yes.
How did you feel when you sat down at the table this morning?
Well, it's pretty difficult. Oh, I mean the players?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When you call in future match, you already know you will face a lot of good players at the pod. So yeah, it was not disappointing when I saw the Japanese guy, Japanese Pro, and Brad Nelson, and yeah.
All right.
It's amazing. This is why we play the Pro Tour, you know. So.
Let's take a look at what you had here in your first pack. What is going through your mind as you open this? You've got a pretty nice mythic there in Vona.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice card, very powerful. So I don't mind about passing the mythic because it's 2 colors. But when I'm looking to all the other cards, common and the uncommon, I don't see anything really special, very powerful, so I guess there is no choice here. Just pick the best card, even if it's a little risk to take 2 color card. I think here is no other choice for sure.
And is Vampires one of your preferred tribes?
Yeah, the card is not obviously Vampire because you can just play Blue-Black Pirate and use the Treasure to splash the white card.
Sure.
So when I pick the card, this is why I think it's Blue-Black or White-Black, so yeah.
All right, let's take a look here at your second pack that you got passed. What are you thinking here?
Okay, so here again, because I know I'm looking only for the blue, white, and black card. So when I check the card, I don't see any important blue card. So I just focus on the Vampire. Even if the card is not like amazing for a second pick, it's just a 2-drop. It's Vampire and still okay for 1/3 for 2 flying. It's still okay. So I just prepare the curve for later picks.
Skyblade of the Legion is the pickup here. Goes really well with an Anointed Deacon if you can manage to pick up any of those further in the draft. Let's see what happened here with your third pick. Talk me through this.
Okay, so the problem is I just pick a white card as a second pick, so it means I'm not interested by the blue card anymore because I don't want to splash the 1/3. So I could still change my plan, but here again is no blue card, just a 1/4. That's great because he gave a Treasure, but well, I guess passing, just focus on the Vampire archetype is better, so I just opt for the 3 mana 2 token. Yeah, I guess it's better signal for my guy on the left, so it was Yuki. So yeah.
All right, Queen's Commission, the pick up there. Let's take a look. How are you feeling your first 3 picks in?
Well, the first pick is strong, but the second and the third pick doesn't mean the guy on my right are not playing Vampire also, because it's just common and they can take a better card for Vampire deck also. So at this moment, I'm not sure I'm the only Vampire guy. So.
All right, let's take a look at your next 3 picks: Paladin of the Bloodstained, Vanquish the Weak, and Fathom Fleet Cutthroat.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised because this card is better than my second and third pick. So yeah, they didn't give me black card second and third pick, but after I got this 3 card, that's good sign. That's a good sign for me.
Yeah, Vanquish the Weak that late has got to be a signal.
Yeah, it just means that maybe the player like number 3 and 4 on my right are playing white and black, but the 2 guys on my right are probably okay with me. So at this moment, I'm pretty focused on the Vampire for sure.
All right, let's take a look at your picks 7 through 9. You picked up a Legion's Judgment, a Sunrise Seeker, and a Sheltering Light. Okay, so is a card like Sheltering Light something that you're interested in playing in this deck?
Yeah, because it protects my mythic, so so I guess against some matchup it's very powerful. Against some other, it's not that great because they can have bonds or. But if they are playing red burn spell or black removal, yeah, Sheltering Light is great.
And Legion's Judgment, of course, not ending up making your main deck
I
here?
think Legion's Judgment is the sideboard card because it's only the green dinosaur deck or the guy who play enchantment and creature, but otherwise I don't really like to play it main deck.
All right, let's take a look at your next picks here. We had Sword Point Diplomacy, Ripbound Crag, Dragon Skull Summit, Unknown Shores, Pillar of Origins, and Swamp.
Main fixing.
You were kind of hedging your bets here, but nothing too exciting.
Yeah, there is nothing else. So.
All right, let's take a look here at Pack 2, picks 1 through 3. Lightning Strike was your first pick. Talk about this.
It was an empty pick, empty pack. It's nothing for me, like really nothing, even a common or what. So I just got a red splash with the black-red land, so it's a possibility. And also I can maybe have enough card to make Treasure to splash red for that, but it's very small chance, but it's still better than pick a dead card. So
Fathom Fleet Captain and Emissary of Sunrise, however, did make the cut in 2 really good cards.
yeah, it's a very good card, but I'm playing Vampire, so now I guess my deck is 50% Vampire, 50% Pirate. So yeah, it's not that easy to draft at this moment because I know the card is great, but it's still a good signal from my left because it means people understand I'm playing black and they don't want to fight with me, so that's good.
And this Emissary is just always solid.
Just a solid card. You don't care about the type. It's not a Pirate, it's not a Vampire, but still a great first strike and maybe card advantage. So.
All right, let's take a look at your next picks here. We had a Blightkeeper, Arguel's Bloodfast, and Duskborn Sky Marcher. Now, we all know the Sky Marcher is a card. Arguel's Bloodfast, though, is a question. This made your deck. Tell me about why.
The Sky Marcher, I had the choice between this card, if I remember well, and the 3/3 Vampire who make +2 attack for 5 mana. But I guess in Ixalan you have many 5-drops. So I already got one, and I know you can finish with 5-6, so I prefer to pick the 1-drop that's, well, clearly a Vampire card. So it's not great with the Fleet Captain, but I guess it's better than the 3/3. And just Blightkeeper for the curve, and I'm very confident about getting enough life in my deck, so I think Arguel's Bloodfast is just a good card in my deck. I can make a card advantage. If the matchup is slow, it could be the best card of the matchup. So.
All right, let's take a look at what you picked next here. Dire Fleet Hoarder, Mark of the Vampire, and then on Friendly Fire, just in case you were going to go with that red splash. So you did end up playing Mark of the Vampire here. Were you thinking about your 1-drops, your early 1-drops?
Yeah, I guess I need to gain life because you have to pay 7 life with Vona. And also with the enchantment, you have to pay life. So I'm looking for card who gain life in my deck. So Mark of the Vampire could be great or bad, depends on the matchup. So it's a little risky to play it main deck if it's not your main plan, to be very fast with it. But I guess in many matchups it's just okay card. And the 2-1, I just pick it because for the curve, and it's a pirate. And it's a ship pirate for the captain. So.
All right, let's look at how your pack here ended. You picked up some Cobbled Wings, Headwater Sentries, of course, Ritual Rejuvenation. None of this actually going to make your deck. So let's move on to pack 3, picks 1 through 3. Pirates Cutlass, Skyblade of the Legion, and Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. Now this Cutlass, pretty good in this deck,
well, I had the choice between the second removal, Vanquish the Weak, or Pirate Cutlass, pick one. But I think Pirate Cutlass is just great when you are playing flying tokens and lifelink. That's exactly what my deck is doing now. And also I'm playing Little Pirates 2-drop, so it could also be relevant at this point, turn 3. But yeah, it's just a great card in my deck. It works so well. So I was pretty sure about this pick. The second Skyblade of the Legion, but it's still a flying for the curve, preparing Vampire, so nothing else to say, just great. The second Fathom Fleet, well, I guess this card is not a Pirate card. It's clearly a Vampire card for me because you want to trade your token with opponent blockers when you attack with everything. So it's a good card for the deck, but you don't want to have too many because it's really matchup dependent. Like against Dinosaur is very good, but in some matchups the guy are not big and opponent just race and it's just a 3/3/4/4. So second one is the last one. I don't want more than 2.
All right, let's take a look here at picks 4 through 6 in pack 3. Paladin of the Bloodstain's got to be a good pickup for you. Steadfast Armasaur and Call to the Feast.
Yeah, so Call of the Feast is exactly what I want for my deck, but I'm accumulating a lot of 4-drops. So I got the Dinosaur, the 4-mana Dinosaur before Call of the Feast. So at this moment, I'm not sure. It was the best card for the pack, but if I knew I got the Call of the Feast after, well, I will pick something else. But yeah.
Call to the Feast, just an excellent card in your deck. It's going to gain you the life that you're looking for Vona.
Yeah, and with Pirate Cutlass and the Vampire, it's the Sky Marcher. With both cards, it works pretty well. Also, I know I can get maybe later card who works with Zombie, so.
All right, let's take a look at picks 7 through 9. Contract Killing, well, that's pretty late right there.
That's pretty late, yeah, it's very great. I think it was the first time in the draft I just almost slammed it because yeah, it was very strong at this moment. Anointed Deacon, so I guess my deck is more Vampire than Pirates at the moment. The only Pirate card I have is the Captain. Second one it's Cutlass, but we don't really care. So yeah, the Deacon is just good with my token, and the Tormentor, I like it in Vampire because you are making a lot of card advantage. It's one of the plan, so it's an important card. it's a vampire for the captain, and it works pretty well with the 1-3 flight on 2. Yeah.
All right, let's see how this pack ended up here. You picked up a skittering Heartstopper. Now, do you like this card in a Vampires deck?
Not really, but here again, it's very matchup dependent. Again, Dinosaur is great against other deck. Not really if your opponent is playing Fly or Unblockable Creature. Yeah, it's just not very bad. But against Dinosaur, it just trade against 5 drops, so.
All right, let's take a look at your final deck here. Overall, how do you like this deck?
I think it's okay deck, but I think the pod get many good cards, so I'm pretty sure the player got a good deck. So in round 1, I faced Anton, who had the blue-green deck. His deck was not really powerful. He told me he did the wrong color. So I was lucky to be faced against him, but round 2 I played against Yuki Ichikawa. He was the guy on my left. It was between 2 vampire guys. So he got the perfect green red dinosaur like crazy, only uncommon and rare. So
yeah, I kind of watched the end of that match there. His deck is insane.
It was long game, but not close.
Well, good luck to you in the rest of the rounds here at Pro Tour Ixalan. Jérémy Dezani.